Hey, there's a rainbow. Since the willow's branches are hanging down for some inexplicable reason, the sun is able to shine directly onto the waterfall again and is now producing a pretty rainbow over the garden. The only simply beautiful, clear water that tumbles through the air and Nate once said that let's see who was right. Let's see who was right. Nate once said that rainbows never touch the earth. Wilbur wouldn't believe him. Let's see who was right. Arbor's little spade. A pot of gold, and no grumpy leprechaun protecting it. What a stroke of luck. Hey, Cheap. I have the pot of gold here. Go on, take it to the stud. Oh, I realise it's too heavy. I won an arm wrestling contest against an orc warrior in Seastone with the help of a strength elixir. We could get something like that for you. I wish there was something to indicate that the book was wrong, but I wish there was, the medicine book. Hey, Cheap. I'll be... It's said that unfortunately... I wish there was... I don't really know much about reed. I don't know what I...
Very well, Your Royal Highness. Huh, how old are you again?
You're having a good time, I see.
What can I do for you?
I don't need your spade anymore. I've put it over there.
Ah, that's great. And you've dug a lovely hole, too, right in the middle of my lawn.
Ah, sorry about that.
Oh, what the heck. I'll plant it with something.
I have to get on. Don't work too hard.
That I won't.
I don't know. Pa?
Yes, Pop?
Hypothetically, if Cheep Cheep had to transport something heavy through the air, how could I help him do it?
You could ask me to give him the necessary strength, which you have just done, have you not?
Really?
Of course, but the effect would not last long enough to transport you to, let's say, Seastone.
He doesn't need to do that. It's just a short distance.
All right, bring me some sunflower seeds.
I have a few sunflower seeds. Here.
Good. Keep still.
That's it.
Just give Cheep Cheep these seeds to eat shortly before he starts on his journey.
Thanks. Whatever you did to those sunflower seeds looked like magic to me.
Oh no, it was the opposite of magic. Nature, life, pure life.
And what exactly do you mean by that?
Listen to the wind in the willows and the mole and the toad. They know the answer.
I've got...
Goodbye.
See you later. Hey, Cheep. Father's changed the sunflower seeds. Well, can you feel anything? Now, don't exaggerate. Okay, here. Oh, I hope it works. But what's he going to be like when he's super cheap? He's got enough of an exaggerated opinion of himself as it is. I wish there was... I'm pregnant. I just know that I need to get out of here before Mother finds out. Oh, that's overdoing it a bit. I thought you just wanted to deliver the pot of gold. You deserve it. Why did the stud put it in there? Couldn't they have just let it fly back with you? You mean it was in the box already? You didn't actually see it? Huh, I'd love to have your trust. Oh well, at least it's pretty lively. Cheap Cheap blind purchased the hippogriff. His trust in the Aculeus stud is far greater than his mistrust of humankind's capacity to deceive. Relax, I'm on it. You've still got the receipt, haven't you, Cheap? The little chap has enough strength to demolish a heavy wooden box. That's a pretty good sign. Cheap? Didn't the hippogriff in the magazine look a bit different to this? Bigger, a bit more griff and a bit less hippo? Is this the effect of the epidemic? Mother said it changed things. The floor of the box... Hey, Cheap. Was something different in the human world? Was there any trace of this epidemic? And everything was normal at the start, too? Intimidated? I wonder who they're scared of. I'll be back soon, Cheap. Cheap? Didn't the hippogriff in the Is this the effect of... You are strong enough, aren't you? You were able to demolish that box just now. Can you carry me as far as Seastone? Right then. The Archmage, murdered by Wilbur Weathervane? There's something strange afoot, Cheap. Mark my words. I don't believe a word of it. Someone's responsible for this epidemic and someone wants to hurt our friends. Away to Seastone.
My name is Weathervane, Professor Weathervane.
You want to teach us?
Well, yes. Why not?
You're a gnome. Gnomes can't do magic.
I can, and have. During my mage training, Yes?
My mother also says that you should not be a teacher. But I think you're great, Professor.
Oh, Thank you.
Say, Professor, what exactly is the magic constant? How long must Veritaserum mature? What can you tell us about ancient magic runes?
You seem to really know a lot about magic.
More than you, anyway. Maybe we should switch places.
Maybe you should shut your... we never talked to teachers like that in my day.
Well, we do in mine. We'd like to have answers to our questions.
How about you sit down properly first?
Nope.
Nope? That's no professor. Or, more properly, yes, professor.
Nope means yes, Professor. That's going to cause some misunderstandings. So, the magic constant? Veritaserum? Ancient magic runes? We want to learn something.
I will answer all your questions, but not now. It's time for History of Magic.
Then I have a history question. As everyone knows, gnomes are completely incompetent when it comes to magic. To be exact, only one great gnome mage has appeared in the last 800 years. He defeated Gremar, the last of the great dragons. What was the name of that last great gnome mage?
He was called, sit down at your desk properly and don't ask stupid questions.
But don't they say there are no stupid questions, only stupid answers? And that there aren't supposed to be any bad students, only bad teachers?
Not right now. We will, open your textbooks to page 100 and...
So I was right, wasn't I? You know nothing, not even the name of the only great maid your own people ever produced.
I just need a drink of water. Frog in my throat.
Ha!
Master Marcus warned me that the students would test me the first few hours, but this is a nightmare. I don't know all these things. I know nothing. Easy, boy, easy. Think, Wilbur, think. The teddy is just, a keepsake and some moral support from home. Soft and cuddly moral support. My whole family stayed in the White Ridge Mountains. Why would they even want to come to Seastone? This isn't their world. Little Sydney can walk now and reach everything that's on the workbenches. That tripled her invention output. Maggie doesn't build battle robots anymore since the war is over. Now she's experimenting with computing machines, but Grandad says there's no future in it. These are the aviator goggles that my granddad gave me before my first trip to Seastone. Well, a pair of aviator goggles. The original pair was lost when Grandad fired me out of the cannon. The bed is pretty cozy. It's so cozy that Friedlin is curled up in it. But that's okay. Friends share. And he lets me sleep at the foot end. This is Friedlin, my rabbit sheep. I had to cast the transformation spell during my mage training. And this is the result. I don't know much about the history of magic. I wanted to read a book about it. I couldn't find anything relevant in the whole school. Mages use balls like this to communicate over long distances. Master Marcus explained it to me. He'll know how I can tame those unruly students. So, what was that number again? 64731?
Hello.
Ah! Oh, wrong number! This is my contract, signed by the Archmage. I'm the first teacher in the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. At least the first since the school reappeared. I can't remember Master Marcus's number. I had him. It looked like this before I ever moved in. Generations of teachers must have left their stuff here. I like it. The school has a history and when I have time, I'll rummage through it. The entire school building is a bit scary. No one knows exactly where it was the last 20 years. It disappeared overnight and then there's a lot of magic in these old walls. The stove is always on, for example, and even though I've never put any wood in it. A beautiful golden ear trumpet. One of my predecessors must have laid it up there. A very tall predecessor. It can't be healthy in the long run for Fridolin to always eat parchment and old scrolls. Perhaps he'd like the pet food I bought. I think we make it. And for a bowl of fresh. Well, buddy? What are you eating there? Hey, that's my notepad. I still need that note. Well, buddy? What are you eating? Hey! Okay, we'll do it like this. I'll give you some delicious pet food, and you give me my notebook back. Okay, buddy? Alright, me first. Okay. Now give me my notebook, please. Hey, I thought we had a deal. There's no way I'm taking a bowl with me. I mean, how am I supposed to put a bowl of water into my pocket without getting my robe soaking wet? It's not like I can just carry anything about. But I could use the bowl here in the room. Do you want some water, Fridolin? He seems to be hungry more than anything. Well, buddy? What are you eating there? Hey! Okay, fine. One more time. I'll give you proper food and you give me my... Ouch! Okay, fine. And now... You can't always just take it a friendship, you know? Earlier in this... But don't... Maybe I can lure Fridolin away from my notepad. That's it. That's all there is. Hey, Fridolin, look! Food! All you have to do is hop over here and get it. Wow! My rabbit sheep has superpowers. But now the food is gone and Fridolin is still hungry. No wonder I didn't do it right. It says, space-saving instant dry food. Soak in water before feeding. Crap. How about some water? See how well I take care of you? Then maybe we could talk about my notebook. Oops. I'll read the instructions next time, promise. Sorry. The way he looks at the moment, he could give Bertram, the world's fattest hamster, a run for his money. But he'll get back to normal. A short nap and he'll be right as rain. It says, Master Marcus, only in emergencies, 64179. This is definitely an emergency. I'm losing my students' respect before I even had it. Well, 6417 and 9. Hopefully this will work this time.
Yes? Hello?
Master Marcus!
Wilbur, what is it?
You have to help me, Master Marcus. The students, they're always asking me questions.
Of course, you're their teacher.
But I don't know the answers. I've only been a teacher for a few days and I'm all alone. And the school is eerie and there's no textbooks and no one wants to learn anything and...
Wilbur, no one expects you to be the perfect teacher right away. Wake your students' enthusiasm for magic. That would be a good start.
How can I inspire my students? I don't know anything about the history of magic.
Obviously not. Otherwise you would know that you'll never attract anyone with that subject.
But it's in the curriculum.
Oh, bugger the curriculum. Do what you're good at. Cast spells. Fill them with wonder. Make them want to be able to do the same.
But I don't know how.
Wilbur, you conjured a sheep out of a hat, and you didn't know how to do that either. Go out there and knock them dead. Let the magic do the work. You may not know what you're doing, but you're doing it.
Just do some magic.
Just do some magic.
Why do I have to teach here all alone? Why aren't there any other teachers?
Many mages died during the war. There are only a few of us left. And most of those who survived are now pursuing more lucrative activities. Alchemy, ghost hunting, children's birthday parties.
But training new mages is important. If the rest are just out for the gold, then who will take care of the next generation?
Being a teacher is an important and honourable task, Wilbur, even when others fail to appreciate that.
If it's such an important task, why aren't you teaching at this school?
Politics. My brother is the Archmage, and he's in the middle of an election campaign. If he were to give his own brother a job, well, his opponents would just love that. But I'm not angry. I did my part. I trained mages when no one else would. And I found the most talented gnome mage the world has ever seen.
Your brother called me a natural talent. I am really quite good at magic, right?
You did some incredible things during your training.
I just wish I could control the magic better. Sometimes it just bubbles out of me, and other times, nothing.
I think that will come with time. And if not, you will have to rely on your ingenuity.
Apparently there was a powerful gnome mage a long time ago. Did he kill any dragons?
According to legend, the last of the great dragons, Gremma, was defeated by a gnome.
That's the one I mean. What was that gnome's name?
No one knows. He arrived at a time of great need and saved the people of the Southlands by accomplishing the impossible. Then he disappeared without a trace.
Wow. But one of my students asked me for his name.
Then he probably wanted to lead you up the garden path. Some students want to find your weaknesses and see how far they can go. Don't take any guff.
Thanks for your help, Master Marcus. I'll get through the lesson one way or another, and then I'll get back in touch, okay?
Sorry, but no, Wilbur. You caught me packing. I'm off to spend 2 exciting weeks with a couple of friends.
What, you got on vacation? Well, no.
Maybe it's more than just a holiday. I sold the mage school, as you know. I want to start something new. Finally do what I really want to do. Role-playing games.
Role-playing games?
Live role-playing games. They start in a few days. We leave the normal world of magic, monsters and dungeons behind and immerse ourselves in a fantasy world. I play a removals contractor who is caught in a traffic jam with his truck and must therefore spend a night in a motel. Can you imagine what adventures could be waiting there for me?
But I thought being a teacher was really important, and...
That it is! Have fun!
That's Marcus! Hello? Oh. I cannot do magic without my magic wand, and without magic, I cannot inspire the students, and without inspiration... What I'm saying is, I need my wand. Ah, my wand. The King of Thieves got it for me during my mage training. He and the other rats have been tirelessly helping to rebuild the city in recent months. They work closely with the Archmage, albeit mostly in secret. I still haven't figured out exactly how it works. Sometimes it performs the most amazing magic, sometimes it can't even perform the simplest of tasks. Archmage Alistair's promised to have a look at it sometime. Maybe it has a loose connection or something. Come on, Wilbur. You can do it. You can inspire your students. That's better.
So what about the magic runes?
No one knows the name of the gnome that defeated Grandma. Nice try. Feet off the desk, or I'll make it bite them off. Enough with history of magic. Let's cast some spells. Fairy games. Doesn't sound bad, right?
Impossible!
Not bad, eh? Wow! That is magic. And here you can learn how to control it. That's it for today. Tomorrow we'll do something else.
Oh, sorry, honey. Get rid of that, will you? I need a word with Mr. Weathervane. Mr. Weathervane, nice to finally meet you in person.
And you are?
How very precious. I rather thought it'd be wise to watch out for you, Mr. Weathervane.
Why watch out for me?
You only play the innocent little country yokel. I always knew that. Your patron, Archmage Alistair, will not win the election against me. Did you know that we're only 3 points behind him in the latest polls?
No, I wasn't aware of that. How may I help you?
Help me? Ha! One of the Archmage's top men wants to help me. You know how the game is played, don't you, Weathervane?
What game?
Things are heating up. The House of Cards is starting to collapse. I know it, and Alistair knows it too. We both lie low, waiting for the other to make a mistake. And he has made the first.
I'd rather play solitaire. Or can I just watch?
Huh, well said, Weathervane. This time there can be no spectators. Everyone is either for us or against us. This time it's about the future of this town and the entire country.
What mistake did the Archmage make?
He hired you. A gnome with a fake diploma issued by none other than the Archmage's brother Marcus.
I earned my diploma honestly. I have passed all 3 of the exams and...
Gnomes know nothing of magic. Everyone knows that. And you've never taught before.
But Archmage Alistair believes in me.
As the head mage, he appoints the professors. But I'm the merchant council leader and I assign the administrative posts. Headmaster Block will reveal your incompetence and the newspapers will report on the Archmage's dubious personnel policy before the election.
You shouldn't have just shot my fairy.
Do not underestimate me, Mr. Weathervane. I am very well aware that those are not fairies. Cobolus Vagastus, flying kobolds. Don't tell me you conjured them up yourself.
Yes, I did. All 5 of them.
Amazing! Powerful magic is needed to manifest living creatures. That is why most necromancers only reanimate skeletons. Dead matter can be much more easily controlled, as of course you know. Or should know.
The new headmaster. Who is he?
Horatius Block. A good man, very correct and very strict.
If he can help this school return to its former glory, I look forward to working with him.
Former glory? This old ruin, it was already run down back in my day. And wherever it was for the last 20 years, it definitely looks like they didn't have any cleaners.
My friend, Archmage Alistair, is better suited to bring the city and the country back into shape than anyone else.
Oh, you believe that? He is a great mage. Anyone who doubts that is mad. And he was a great leader during the war, most of the time. But what we need now is someone who understands the economy.
And that's you?
I am a rich and successful merchant. I have rich and successful friends. Who could be better suited to making others rich and successful?
Alistair would step down for you if he believed that.
You know what? I actually believe you're right. Strange, isn't it? How little he worries about defending his power.
So I guess it's all been said, hasn't it?
Indeed. You're on a sinking ship, Weathervane, but I could still be convinced to throw you a life preserver.
I trust the Archmage.
Then, Mr. Weathervane, you shall perish with him. Here, elect Sybil Van Buren. She knows how to get it done. Come along, honey, we're leaving.
There aren't any of these in my book of fairy tales, Mama.
I know, honey. Who wants to look at something that ugly?
Can you turn him into a unicorn? Or the Cheshire Cat? Or the Frog Prince?
This is the desk that Chantal, the daughter of the council leader, and little Timmy share. Hard to imagine 2 students being any more different. Chantal is only here because of its tradition in her family, and I don't think she really cares about magic or has any real talent for it. Timmy, though, well, he is eager to learn and was so excited the last few days. It's for students like him that we have to get this school back up and running. Oh, Chantal forgot her book. Seems to be a book of fairy tales, but one of the tackier kinds. A pencil case, a ruler, nothing special. This is the desk that Chantal, Timmy. I don't think the Archmage even has brochures like these. No posters or town criers or plays. Either he lacks the gold or he doesn't want to conduct his election campaign in this manner. It appears they wanted to replicate the fish's natural habitat as exactly as possible, including miniature treasure chests, just like the ones frequently found in the sea. When the school disappeared 20 years ago, obviously no one looked after the animals. Expected consequences, really. I suspect that some sort of strange magical creatures were kept in the cages. Students, for example. The mixing of potions is an important part of magic. It's a bit like cooking, except a stew doesn't kill you if you add the wrong ingredient.
or if it's stirred wrong. No? With a little luck, I can get through the day without causing an explosion.
A few of the crates and boxes are labelled, or not. Master Marcus told me everything I need to know. Hold, I just... A magical stove is a This has to be the oldest shoe I've ever seen. It's so old, it's even lost its ability to stink.
The last time and even a little ash, but it's a sheet from a book. It's folded in the middle and printed on both sides. That equals 4 pages. It wasn't torn out. It looks more like the glue weakened and the sheet fell out. I'll just take it with me. The little fellas look like they've got nothing but mischief in mind. I hope they don't get into too much trouble. I don't know who that boy was. He was a right pain in the ass. However, he seemed to understand a great deal about magic, and if I managed to teach him some manners, he could be an excellent student. Generations of students have left their mark, especially in the form of little pictures and sayings carved into wood. Here's a particularly long one. For all drifters and troublemakers, condemned to write the same sentence on the board over and over again, no problem. Cast the automation spell on the piece of chalk and it does it all the work for you. Bartholomew. Hey, aye, that's cheating. Pretty clever, though. The spell carved into wood down there, I'll just write it down. Unusual. This device looks more like ordinary engineering than it does magic. Most magical devices have lots of golden parts, elaborate decorations, and bells and whistles, just the way the mages like them. This one could easily come from a gnome workshop. What does it say? The apparatus that corrupted student Allardyce. A warning to those who do not want to accept the limits of magic. It seems astute. I don't know why. Compared to the things lying around back home in Gnome Hole, this apparatus doesn't look particularly dangerous. What does it say? Teachers are traditionally paid in apples. I got this one myself, because I didn't want to spend my first day without an apple. It didn't let me down this time, though. It worked even better than I expected. It was like it wanted to conjure. I could hardly keep it under control. I wanted to ask the Archmage whether good teachers can expect any other form of payment than apples. But when he showed me the beautiful contract with the seal and all that, it just didn't seem to be the right time to talk about gold. Looks like some... Oh, Oh, most of the plants have dried up. No one looked after them. Only this plant must have found a water source somewhere. Perhaps one of the windows has a leak. It gives you hope. Ah! Ugh!
Archmage! Remy!
If it isn't our newest professor. How was your first class, Wilbur?
Great. I conjured up a few kobolds and the students loved it.
Ah, well done. That's the right thing to do. You've already pretty much won the battle, Wilbur. Once they want to learn, they will.
What brings you to the school?
I wanted to pay Horatius Bloch, the new headmaster, a first visit and see how the school's doing.
That's very nice of you. But don't you have more important things to do?
Well, it's my old school. I once walked these halls as a child myself.
What the Archmage doesn't want to tell you is that something is wrong here. For a few days he has sensed the presence of something evil.
So what's he like, the new headmaster?
He's no mage, that's for certain.
He is an agent of the council leader.
First and foremost, he is a reliable official with principles, Remy. The council leader of the merchants did appoint him, and he may advocate her policies. Yet I do not believe he will conspire against us. He is stern, but upright.
Did you see the way he looked at me? Like I was vermin. No, I tell you. The council leader has hired him for one reason and one reason only. He is supposed to make life difficult for our Wilbur here.
Am I being set up to fail so they can put the blame on you, Archmage?
Ah, if that's their plan, then they have already lost.
How's the campaign coming along? I hope we're winning.
We're still in the lead.
But our margin is shrinking. Van Buren's bigwig cronies are throwing tons of gold into her election campaign.
How are things in the town? Have things calmed down?
Not really. The barricades are getting higher and the camp is getting larger.
People are getting impatient, and who could blame them? The war is over, yet everyone is doing worse and worse.
But you're doing your best, Archmage.
It takes time, Wilbur. The deeper the wounds, the longer they need to heal. And nothing causes deeper wounds than war.
We must deliver results. Most still trust Alistair, but the mood could swing. Then we would not only lose the election, we would have a riot on our hands.
The council chairman was here. She picked up her daughter from my class.
Ah, terrible person.
She has great influence, and she has friends in high places.
She could also use her influence to do good, too. So why is she trying to bring you down?
She believes that that would be a good thing, Wilbur. Almost no one wants to do evil. There are just very different views on what is evil and what is good.
You said you sensed something evil earlier. What do you mean?
Everything we do and think leaves a trace. You know how you sometimes shudder when you enter a place where great evil has been done? Dark magic leaves a particularly strong trace, like a bad smell.
And it smells like dark magic around here?
I first felt it a few days ago. First in the lower town, then in the upper town, and now here at the school.
Where did it come from? I mean, do you know who's responsible?
I don't. The trace dissipates. There is too much wild magic in the air here at the school.
We must keep our eyes open at all times. Good detective work will serve us better in this case than some hocus pocus.
I think I'll go see the headmaster. Goodbye, Archmage. Bye, Remy.
Goodbye, Wilbur. Don't let them intimidate you.
I'll do my best, and I won't give up.
I know.
You go on ahead. I'll be along in a minute. I want to talk to you in private, Wilbur. There are problems.
That bit about dark magic all over the city does not sound good.
It's not just that. I think the Archmage's life is in danger.
What?
There was an attack, or there may have been one. Alistair and Cece was a coincidence, but how often do heavy gargoyles just break off a mage tower when he is standing below them? I have assigned as many rats as I can spare to guard him, but you must also keep your eyes open, Wilbur.
Me?
Not only is something going on in the city, something is happening in the school too. We need information. We need to find out who is behind all this.
I hear Alistair's finally appointed you head of the Secret Service. From King of Thieves to High Public Office, eh?
Absolutely. Made quite a stir. It is the first time a rat has ever officially held an official government position. More than a few are of the opinion that with so many humans out of work, rats should not receive any jobs at all.
But nobody knows the city like you rats do. You really helped me out during my last adventure. You brought me potion ingredients and my fantastic magic wand.
And you saved Timmy and my entire clan from starvation. We'll never forget that, Wilbur Weathervane.
Timmy was a great help during my first lesson this morning.
Yes, he has done well. He absolutely wants to be a mage, just like his role model.
Just like the Archmage.
No, just like the hero of the Black Tower. For Timmy and many others, you are one of the heroes who ended the war.
Oh, me? Then it's best I talk to the headmaster and ask him what I should do for him.
Whatever it is, just do it and act inconspicuous. But keep your eyes open for anything unusual while you do so. Well, things that look unusual even in an enchanted mage school.
Got it.
Why don't we meet down at the inn after work? Then we can exchange news.
Oh, I just hope Headmaster Block doesn't keep me busy all night.
Oh, you'll be fine. You defeated the Shadow Army. Never forget that.
Yeah, just... back then I wasn't alone. When you summon creatures, I've read that you don't really create them. You just call them from somewhere else. I don't know where the kobolds came from, but they don't give me the impression they want to go back there soon. The school's not in the best condition. The worst of the rubbish has been disposed of, but it will still take weeks before everything is clean and tidy. I should talk to the new headmaster before I leave the school. We carried loads of rubbish out of the school. I guess we must have overseen those. I'll take them with me. Done is done. The school looked terrible. It took days before we could move freely on the ground floor. Don't even want to think about upstairs. The schools and why first? I mean, Headmaster Block. I look forward to us working together. That's right. But there's currently a shortage of mages, and everyone must do their best. I may have no formal training as a teacher, but I managed to thrill my students in the very first hour. I performed a spell, and you could really see the way they caught fire. Not literally, of course. It wasn't a fire spell or anything of that sort.
You performed a spell.
Yes. And now they want to learn to do the same. They want to learn.
According to my records, history of magic was on the syllabus.
Yes, but...
Professor Weatherden, crucial to our success in teaching is that we provide students with a stable, reliable framework and adhere to the curriculum exactly.
Yes, but the students...
Had you not got training, you would have known that. I will note this failure in your file, and in the future you will stick to the curriculum, dear Hollywood.
But the Archmage Alistair trusts me to teach here at the school.
Well, yes. Mages have a well-known penchant for chaos. And
You mentioned tasks earlier, Headmaster? You want me to sweep the hall and get rid of the cobwebs? Is that really my job as a teacher? If you'd told me to get rid of the flying kobolds, that I would have understood. And apart from cleaning, what else is there to do?
the inventory has revealed that a number of items of school property have gone missing. Among other things, the school library.
The whole library has gone missing.
That is correct. I asked the Archmage about the matter, and he confirmed to me that the room was there before. He does not know where it is now. He said something about it being in hiding, perhaps, or away traveling. I think it's unseemly. I want that room. We are a school, and we need a library.
Agreed. But where should I start looking?
I cannot tell you. You are the mage.
You support the council leader in the election, right?
Indeed, I do. We need to build up an extensive bureaucracy and boost the economy as quickly as possible. To me, the council leader appears to be a more logical choice than a mage. But do not worry, Weatherden. I don't blame you for your political naivety. As a school headmaster, I am neutral and always act according to school rules. And of course, political influence in schools is prohibited.
Tell that to Council Leader Van Buren.
What's that?
Oh, it's one of the campaign brochures the council leader put in my classroom. You ask a lot. I don't know if I can get all this done by tomorrow morning.
By tomorrow morning, you have until 72 o'clock.
72 o'clock? So, I don't even have until tomorrow morning. No, I'll do it. One thing's clear. Headmaster Block wants me to fail, but I won't disappoint the Archmage. And secondly, I like this school. And a school library would be great for the students. And third, the work the headmaster has given me is the perfect opportunity to keep my eyes open for Remy. This must be the best clock in the world. Most only have 2 or 3 hands. This one has at least 10. What an impressive fireplace. If it were lit, it would be warm in here in no time. Whoa, the new caretaker troll. Hello. Hello. I'm Wilbur Weathervane. Professor Wilbur Weathervane. I teach, so I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. If I was as big as a troll, I could maybe reach it. If? Those are the cobwebs the headmaster wants me to get rid of. Not only are there a lot of them, they're much too high for me. That's silly. Whoever's in the armour would have died a long time ago. Unless it's a ghost. When you summon creatures, I've read that you don't really create them. I don't know where the kobolds go. If you were to talk to me, we could work together to accomplish much more for the school. Come on. I demand that you talk to me.
Oh, great. Someone else to make demands around here.
I'm keeping an eye open for a friend, so please let me know if anything unusual happens in the school. Well, you know, if, for example, someone's wandering around the school who has no business here, or if things disappear, or, you know, things like that.
There was a penny stuck in the door.
You what?
There was a penny stuck in the door. Wouldn't open.
Ah, that's probably not important.
Did you put the penny in there?
Me? No.
If I find a coin in there, I'm taking you down.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
It looks like you're cleaning the hall. Well, now and then. A little.
Yep, it's my job. I'm a janitor. What of it?
You've been a caretaker for long? What exactly are your duties?
I run the place.
Oh.
Nothing here works without me. Just no one notices, that's all.
I see. But don't the teachers and the school administration, etc., have a small share in the success of the school, right?
What success? You've had a look round this dump. It's disgusting. All dirty and run down.
Yes, it's quite dirty here, in fact. But isn't it your job to do something about it?
What do you think I'm doing?
Could take a while until you're done cleaning up the mess, right?
If you say so, Mr. Know-it-all.
I bet Council Leader Van Buren got you the job here.
Of course. She wanted the best.
Oh, great. I think she'd be perfectly happy if no progress was ever made here at the school.
Know what your problem is? You're a windbag. Bert thinks so too.
Who's Bert?
Buddy of mine. He thinks you're a windbag too.
But I don't even know Bert. Even we just met.
So you're saying I'm lying? That's exactly what Bert, me and the others hate about you.
There is no Bert.
You really live in your own little world, you windbag.
Headmaster Block has ordered you and I to clean the hall and free it of cobwebs.
Already on it?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be progressing.
Oh, you can of course do it better.
Not that, only maybe you could use some help. Do you have any other cleaning supplies? A broom, dustpan?
Sure, got it all. But I ain't giving you none. Get your own.
What's your problem? I'm offering you help and saving you a lot of work.
Oh, boo-hoo, cry me a river.
Look, you were told to clean the entrance hall, I was told to clean the entrance hall. If we work together, it will be faster for both of us. Don't you get it?
Sure, Professor Brain should know. The rest of us are idiots.
I never said that, but it is a fact.
Don't know about anything, but want to play the big man here, huh?
It is quite obvious, that.
No one else is allowed an opinion. We had that here before, you know. Rotten fascist.
I don't want to fight with you.
Your parents are siblings. Yeah, all three of them.
Come on, seriously. I could really use your help. Please.
Can't cope with your life, huh? And now you want me to fix it for you, just like always.
You've never helped me. We don't even know each other.
Oh, the fine gentleman considers himself something better now, and suddenly doesn't know us anymore.
I'm slowly beginning to believe you actually find it funny to wind me up.
Everyone hates me because I'm so cool.
I'm sure they don't.
Yes, they do. People say that I'm arrogant. But how should they know? I wouldn't give them time of day. And you know what beats everything?
No?
A hammer! Ha ha! Idiot.
It was nice talking to you. I really don't understand why so many people don't want to talk to trolls.
Arseholes, the lot of them. They don't want us to speak our minds.
And I think that's wrong. That's why I let you.
Yeah, but then you run down everything I say. Who made you sheriff here? This school is going downhill and has been for a long time. Ever since you and a few others came here, there's been nothing but stress.
Hang on a minute. Isn't this your first day?
Didn't used to be that way. But now everything has to be politically correct, or you get silenced immediately.
Yeah, well, goodbye. How am I supposed to get up there to remove the cobwebs? I'm not good with heights. Like most gnomes, I get nervous when the soil is further than one gnome away. If I was... Nothing. Probably hit a hole. How am I like... When you summon... I don't know if I was as big as a... When you... A fairy spell summoned the kobolds, but it doesn't say how to send them back. And why did kobolds appear when I summoned fairies? If I was as big as a... The fairies... And why... Oh, hello.
Why have you always got to be in my face?
Headmaster Block wants to get rid of the kobolds.
Didn't tell me.
But he did tell me, and I want you to help me.
Want whatever you want.
Why are you like that?
Like what?
So unfriendly, destructive, and such an arse.
Troll's troll.
I know why you don't want to help. You can't. You're neither smart enough nor fast enough to catch the kobold.
I can do anything better than you can, that's for sure. But I don't have to prove anything to you.
Never mind. I like the kobolds. To be honest, I'm actually even proud of them.
I've seen better.
Yeah, however, it would make me really angry if someone scared the kobolds off.
Huh? You talking to me?
Things can't go on like this. Is that all you want? Just to be a right pain in the arse all your life? Someone who just annoys others without ever lifting a finger?
Blah, 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 blah. What is it? Finally notice your own stupidity?
You...
Want to apologise? Ha! Loser.
That was a waste. How am I supposed to... like... Nothing. Lever. No idea what it does. Maybe the tap... I don't...
Oi! Stop that! He kissed a picture of the princess. Probably better if I put the book in a safe place.
Master Marcus told me I just... Wasn't he... Mum... would be overtaxing his intellectual abilities, and the criticism would be devastating. Help? Nothing. Probably hit a hole. Can I use it to make him work faster? Probably. But I don't think I should do it. Using magic to compel living creatures to do something against their will? Ugh. I didn't become a mage to do things like that. I don't have anything to talk... Hello? What's this? Another book page. Or, more precisely, another folded sheet of paper upon which 4 pages have been printed. When I look at the page numbers on the first sheet and on this sheet, it seems there are at least 5 sheets missing. The door to the magic school actually consists of several doors. One for the large creatures, such as trolls, one for humans and elves and the like. And then there's one for gnomes and dwarves, and one for even smaller beings. That is supposed to symbolize that everyone is welcome in the school, but in reality, graduate mages are almost exclusively human. I'm the first non-human to graduate in many years. Guess that's why my door hinges squeak. I can't leave until I've completed the 3 tasks. I don't want to let the... How can I ever get the hall cleaned up? And by, 72 o'clock? Oh, a display case documenting the achievements. Broom baller with... I don't know how to conjure fire. Might have been part of my mage training, but I never learned. What an I don't really know what this... A nice pair of... When my... You... What an impressive fire...
I hope that is not school property that you intend to burn there, Professor Weathervane.
They're just a few old boards.
From the school here?
Yes, but you should have thrown them away.
You should have thrown them away, but you didn't do so.
I thought to myself, why throw away the boards and waste expensive firewood? Why unnecessarily burden school finances?
Good thinking, Professor Weathervane. Carry on.
Wowzers! Even outside the classroom, this job is more complicated than I first thought. That's a good start. However, I can't light the wood directly. I mean, it's dry, but not dry enough to burn easily. That's a good start. That won't help with no fire. I don't need the empty carton anymore.
Paper, wood. Now the only thing missing is fire. Do you by any chance have a match, Headmaster Block?
You are a trained mage, Professor. The fire spell is part of your basic training.
Yes, of course.
Or were there some gaps in your education about which I should be informed?
No, everything's fine. I'll just go get my wand. Crap! I've no idea how to conjure up fire. I don't know how to conjure fire. Might have been part of my mage training. It says above. I've heard of paper, wood. I don't know how to conjure fire. Might have been part of my mage training, but I never learned. This is the desk that Chantal, the daughter of the Count... Timmy... He was crazy about the Book of Fairy Tales. That's just... He was crazy. That...
Mages, you heal. Master Mark, I just wish. Master Mark, I just. That's when I found out Grandad has a whole box of these goggles. Every time he tries to persuade some idiot to do something stupid, he makes a rousing speech and then hands over his old aviator goggles. Master Mark's number won't help me anymore. He's probably already on his way.